So there was a video that went viral from a Sgt.Jonathan Pentland. You know, he was 42 years old, and he was a Mzungu male. He was a Fort Jackson drill sergeant, and he had came up to this young brother walking in the neighborhood and trying to intimidate him. The video went viral. Then after that, people pulled up to his house, and he didn't have all that energy when the community pulled up to his house. So the guy was, you know, he ended up getting arrested, and this is what happened after this particular situation in the court. So they say a Richland County, South Carolina court ordered Pentland on Monday, August 23rd, to check this out. This is what he got. To pay $1,087 a fine or spend 30 days in jail for the misdemeanor charge. So basically he got a choice, pay the money or do 30 days. Now, most people, I'm a really feel confident in saying what most people would do in this. Most people will pay the fine. They're not going to want to go do 30 days in county, right? Well, of course, that'll be a criminal conviction on his record. But it said Pentland said in court that he hadn't intended to hurt anyone and that the man he pushed was acting strangely. He said, no time was I trying to hurt him. He said that I had no idea what his intent was because he was acting really strange, really weird. He was unstable. At the point, I didn't know what he was capable of. So he's still standing on his square, even though he got this sentence. And you know, this sentence is a slap on the wrist, and that's that Mzungu justice. You know what I mean by that Mzungu justice? That's the only sentences that they get. What brother you know get a choice? Hey, Tyrone, you can either pay $1,000 or 30 days in jail. Which one you want to do? Please. They'd have told Tyrone 90 days in jail and a $5,000 fine for you, Tyrone. That's what they would have told him. Because, you know, anytime that would they give them, they multiply it for us. Now, that encounter, you know, of course, with a young 22-year-old brother, like I said, pissed a lot of people off all over the world and say, see, this is why we had the George Floyd situation. This mess don't stop. But as you can see, his attorney also says that they're looking to challenge the court's decision. And said, we, of course, disappointed with the judge's decision and are looking into further pursuing legal remedies to challenge that decision. Okay, let me think. $1,000 fine or 30 days in jail, and you challenging that, you do know on appeal, the next judge could either do one or two things, well, three things. Either let what that judge said, that's what we're going to go with, or the next judge could say, you know what, no, that's not enough. A year in jail, that could happen, or they could dismiss it. So if you're going to do something on appeal, make sure, especially with a criminal, make sure it's something that you feel like you're real confident you can get out of. So his attorney continued to say that Mr. Pentland stands by his right to defend his family. Now, we saw the video. The young man was not going nowhere in his house. He wasn't in his yard. So he was not defending his family, fool. We all saw the videotape. We all saw it. And when people pulled up at his house, why did he go defend his family then? He had every right at that point to come out the house and defend his family, but what he decided to do was stay holed up in the house. So that attorney dumb. He's a dummy. Oh, he's a dummy. That judge gave you, you know, that Mzungu justice. You better take it. You better take it. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story. And, you know, yes, let me make sure I say this because this judge in the case was a sister. Yes, it was. Because I know good and well roles reverse. I don't think Karen would allow the brother to get no 30 days at all. Or $1,000 fine if he did some crap like that. But y'all let me know in the comments. 250 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow, sharecropping, the Ku Klux Klan, lynchings, bombings, mass incarceration, the separation and destruction of the black family. All of that has had an effect on our mind. Our mind needs to be decolonized. We today are experiencing mental slavery, not physical slavery as once our ancestors had to endure. in my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind. We take you through every step to start releasing the chains that's on your mind. He or she who controls the mind control the person. It is in a vested interest of the white supremacist system to keep your mind bogged down in a mental slavery, throwing entertainment, throwing drugs, throwing alcohol, anything they can at you to keep you bogged down. You got to free yourself from mental slavery by purchasing our book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, today on Amazon. Make sure you share it with your family, share it with your friends. Everyone can benefit from decolonizing the mind, because once your mind is decolonized, you will never be put to sleep again.